industry is going to be hurt, though. Like, Jones Beach, if you look at Jones Beach and all the amphitheaters like it in the country, they have a series of shows, and a lot of them are these older acts. When these guys all hang it up, do you feel like there's going to be lots of holes in the touring industry?
I think so, because there reaches a point of saturation.
Right.
But the thing is, even with Queen playing the Garden, Philadelphia over the past week,
right?
Because I got on I saw the Broadway play the other night, and I just happened to be on the train when everyone from the Garden poured in from Queen.
Yeah, I just went to it too. Yeah.
The fact that they had Adam Lambert and
right.
the fact that the production was great,
yeah.
people were raving about it.
Right.
There reaches a point where are the gods that we know and love going away and won't be replaced by other gods
right.
of the same stature.
Right.
U2 could be argued to be the next Who
right.
after the Who left,
sure,
right?
Sure.
And then we saw the Who play at Shea Stadium. We thought that was their final tour. The Clash opened up for them, right?
Right.
Joan Jett opened for the Clash.
Right.
She had a great triple bill at Shea Stadium,
sure.
and you thought that was it.
Yeah.
So every time you think that is it,
right.
it's never that's it.
I know. And that was,
that's
my God,
thing.
so many years ago. That's so long. 82, for Christ's sake. That's crazy.
And you can see the Clash at Shea on DVD.
Right.
Maybe not Joan.
Right.
The thing about Joan, which was really interesting.
Yeah.
So Joan, when she recorded Bad Reputation.
Right.
She was devastated after the Runaways. And I remember Joan coming up to LIR with Kenny Laguna, her manager.
Right.
And a lot of people don't know that when she recorded Bad Reputation, it was in Pete Townshend's studio in London.
Wow.
And Pete's deal with her was, you know what, Joan? Pay me when you can.
Wow.
Which she eventually did.
Wow.
So if you notice that Joan opened up for The Who.
Right.
And a few years ago.
Yeah, I was there.
That was a thank you.
Wow. That's incredible. That's incredible. And, Joan probably, God, I'm going to say probably the closest artist to LIR, right? You guys were tight
Joan's
with her.
Great. She's great.
Yeah.
And it's funny, because she lives in Long Beach.
Right.
And she runs up and down, she jogs on the boardwalk there.
Yeah.
No one knows who she is. She's got a cap on.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? She's the only person being a radio announcer
right.
that ever called me every year on the hotline and sang happy birthday to me.
Oh, wow. She's so cool.
The best.
Yeah, she really is. She's so authentic. That's the thing about her. Like, there's no bullshit with her at all.
No, none at all. And that's why she deserves and she is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Oh, of course. It's incredible. So now, where do you think Van Halen goes from here? Do you think that they're done, or do you think we're going to see them again? Everybody's wondering. It's been a long time since we've heard from Van Halen.
I think that Van Halen will reemerge, and I think when they see bands like Queen, the Rolling Stones reemerge.
Right.
And let's face it, even you look at someone like David Byrne from Talking Heads.
Right.
So next month, he's doing 1 month in a theater in Boston.
Right.
In the middle of October, he's going to take over the Hudson Theater.
Right.
Through the second week of January.
Right.
For 92 performances. And he got influenced that by seeing Springsteen on Broadway.
Wow.
He said, I can do this.
Sure.
And I think that's what happens with the bands. They look at each other and said, you know what? We can do this.
Right.
And they will.
Yeah.
And I think they'll be back. Absolutely.
Sure. And do you have a favorite Van Halen album?
The first album.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, no, there's not an ounce of fat on it.
Yeah.
Like Jamie's Crying. You go right down the line.
Right.
That was the album that wowed us. We all went, holy shit.
Right.
Who are these guys?
Right.
They just blew everybody away out of the gate.
Right.
To me, you got to start somewhere. It's the debut album.
Right.
It's like the Cars. Their debut album.
Right.
Think about all the debut albums that ever existed.
Right.
They were like building up, but when you come out of the gate screaming,
right.
I'm sorry, that's it for me. The first album.
That's true. And what about, you have a favorite Van Halen song?
Oh, man, that's a tough one. You know what? I always loved their version of King songs.
Okay.
I love their version of Where Has All the Good Times Gone.
Yeah, that's a great one.
The way that Eddie does that. The Kinks could wish to do it like that,
That's
right?
true. That's true. Absolutely.
That, to me, is like a definitive rock and roll song reinvented. And I'm not, to be honest, I'm not a fan of cover songs.
Right.
But if you can redo it and rearrange it and make it so special, it's a home run to me.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. And when Sammy Hagar entered the band, did you still follow them, or did you like them, or did you think they were a different band?
Different band.
Yeah.
Not the same.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
I had so much hope. Was it the MTV Music Awards where David showed up and I thought maybe they'd come back?
Yeah.
I had so much hope. and then it kind of fizzled after that. I thought, man, to get the four of them together again, it's the chemistry.
Right.
You know, even with Led Zeppelin, you know, once Gonzo went, you know, the three of them are still alive. You would think.
Right.
You would think, right?
Right. That's true. That's very true.
Whoa! How about that for rock video music fans? Live all day, all night. You know what you need. Only right here on Dave TV.
Check us out on Facebook at Dave and Dave Unchained, a Van Halen podcast, on Twitter at DD Unchained, on Instagram at DD Unchained Podcast, and you can email us at ddunchainedpodcast@gmail.com.
Hey, Dave, can I get another sentence? The next article you do?
Yes, absolutely. You got it, John. I will give you another sentence. I'll get you a picture, and I'll even add a few inches down below to make sure everybody knows you're packing.
In return, I'll send you a signed Gary Sharon naked poster.
Please do.
Please do. You got the whole article now, John.
That's right. That's right. And do yourself a favor. Go on Spotify and listen to Van Halen 3. I'm curious to get your review.
I don't know if he'll come back after that, Dave. I mean, after the one song, the rest of it's a little men's event.
Oh, there's some good stuff on there. You know that.
Everyone would expect us, Gary and I, to do a Van Halen song, which is out.
That's out.
That'd be crazy. It'd be stupid.
It wasn't on the set list. It'd be really stupid.
So we're going to do a song that Van Halen did.
Yeah.
But it's a Who song.
That's right.
So, give it to us, Neil.